Hello everyone. For this video, we're again going to go into philosophy a little bit. This is actually in response to one of the dumbest trolls on the Atheist Experience channel, at least in relation to what he actually knows. And that is Damon Kenny, or the monkey. He has these two alt accounts. And in a certain way, he's kind of similar to APOT, otherwise known as Atheosis 1981, along with other alt accounts that he has. But credit where credit is due, Monkey actually goes much deeper in his word salad. Now the issue for this video is that I had pointed out in a different video, as you can see in the description, that Monkey just copied his definition of the categorical imperative from a site to help that helps with grammar. And interestingly enough, he copied it from the version before the correction. But Monkey insisted that he proved that the concept of pure understanding can be deduced and intuited by observation to act in moral accord with. Now, outside of this being just word salad that doesn't mean much, it's actually wrong in multiple different ways. So from the beginning, the concepts of pure understanding are a priori categories, meaning it's before any observations. And it wouldn't be deduced and intuited, as the categories are not just a priori, meaning before experience, but synthetic a priori, meaning it adds to our knowledge. And then thirdly, morality is handled by practical reason, and the concepts of pure understanding comes from pure reason. So this comment is wrong on multiple levels. But it's just emblematic of the kind of posts that he makes where he's just throwing out word salad. So I told him that Kant's categories are epistemological, not ontological. And that means it applies to how we understand our reality, not defining the properties of reality, such as existence. But he comes right back in response to this comment that I said, where I specifically point out that he's finally talking about the categories in terms of epistemology, because I had taught him that Kant's categories are epistemological and not ontological. And what that means is that the categories apply to how we understand our reality. It doesn't define the properties of reality, such as existence. And if we scroll down here, he says Kant's categories are ontological predicates. And that is simply wrong. But keep this in mind as we discuss this further. I challenge him right away to show me how Kant's categories are ontological predicates. And to his credit, he was able to do a search, probably some keyword search, where he is able to quote this where he's able to bring this quote. Here it says, "For in order for us to cognize the proposition a priori, in the first case, we must think the body only through ontological predicates," and in parentheses it says pure concepts of the understanding. And this supposedly is from a Critique of Pure Reason, introduction 5. So if this quote was indeed from the Critique of Pure Reason, he would have me dead to rights. He would have got me. So I go and check my Critique of Pure Reason for this section, and I couldn't find it. So I told him that it's not there and challenged him to a bet. And that's because he keeps on posting this comment where he reminds me that I challenged him to demonstrate that the pure concepts of understanding are being used as ontological predicates. So he again gives this quote from A Critique of Pure Reason, introduction 5. And then I keep saying that he should accept my $1 million bet that the Critique of Pure Reason does not say this. And I also suggested that the loser deletes all their YouTube accounts. And eventually, he realizes that he is wrong. He realizes that it's not from the Critique of Pure Reason. So now he changes it to Critique of Judgment, Introduction 5, page 21. So the exact same quote, but from a different book. And in the Critique of Judgment, the quote is talking about the ontological predicates as epistemological categories of how we understand our reality. This is things like space, causality, unity, etc. So it is not ontological. It's just ontological, just in the name. But because he doesn't understand the actual concept and doesn't know that in the Critique of Judgment, Kant is talking about the categories for epistemology, he thinks that he gave the quote that proves that the categories are ontological and not epistemological. Here we go back to the original comments, where Monkey claims that Kant's categories are ontological predicates, and my challenge to him was that show that these are ontological predicates and not epistemological. So even though he technically came up with the quote that uses the word ontological predicates, the quote actually doesn't demonstrate that Kant's categories are ontological. In fact, it proves me right in that the term is being used epistemologically. So if Monkey disagrees with this analysis, he's welcome to come on my live stream on Saturdays at 8 p.m. US Central. And I extend this invitation knowing full well that he won't come on, because if he does, he would be forced to actually think, and he'll get real-time pushback. So as a coward, he won't show. Well, that'll do it for this video. I hope it wasn't too boring, but thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like this content, and I hope you will join me on my weekly live streams on Saturdays. So until then, I'll see you in the comments.